Hey YouTube, it's Slay Rocket, and just wanted to say hey. And I wanted to talk about being active and taking control of what you should in your life, and to some extent being in control, but also knowing what your rights are and demanding that those rights be met. Now, what you might be asking, where's he coming from? What prompted all this? Check this out. Can you all read? Let me see. Read that. There we go. It says vote at home. What is that? That is a request to get on the list for the absentee voting. You say, why would I be having this? Well, there's a story. So now we go into story time. A little bit of story time. Story time. Yay. But here we go. I have voted several times in the past. And in the past, voter privacy has been an issue, as because of my physical situation, it's kind of difficult to get up to a normal booth, and to some extent. And I have not been the only person that has had this difficulty. Other people that I know with similar situations or with other forms of a physical challenge or just challenges in general have had difficulty with voting and everything. And I have voiced but quite frankly, it was a complaint because I didn't feel like my vote was being treated as fair as the next person. And, you know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, and sometimes what happens is people just kind of say or do what satisfies the moment, and don't really change anything that really needs to be changed. So I have written letters, and my family has also written letters about this scenario. And other people that I know with physical challenges and complaints about the issue about not providing every voter with equal rights and equal privacy or whatnot have complained, and equal access. And our clerk's response was that people with a physical challenge or a physical disability can vote at home. And I got just a little bit of a problem with that. Why, you ask? Because it is nothing more than trying to keep a section of people out of the public place, out of the public marketplace. They can still have an effect, but as long as they don't come out in public, then we can ignore the true problem. Because if we dealt with the true problem, it might cost money. Now, I realize that my voting at home doesn't change my vote. But like I said, I want my life is about making an impact. And about leaving. I've always been a person that likes to leave things better than I found it. Because I feel like if I do that, then it will help people behind me or the next generation, or just people in general. Because see, most people that I find, like I've said before in previous videos, we tend to think inside this box. We tend to think of me, myself, and I, and Irene, or something of that nature. And there's more to life than that, as far as I can see. And people in the past didn't become the great country, the great America that we are, or just human civilization didn't progress by people sticking to themselves. They wanted something bigger, something better than what they had currently. So on the next American election, which I think is like in November. Obviously, it's in November. But on the various issues, I will go to my place of voting. First of all, I will get in my car, and I will drive to my place of voting, and I will vote. Now, I have two purposes in voting. One, I can change that. A vote does change things. Now, I personally would like to see more choices be brought to the ballot in terms of candidates, but we choose from what we have, so I'll vote that way. I'll vote in the way that my conscience leads me. But two, the second purpose that I have is I want people in general to realize that because I have a physical challenge or a physical disability, whatever you want to call it, I am still a force to be reckoned with. I am still a valid person. And what really bothers me is the fact that I think there are a majority of people in this world that are, and I'm not just talking about disabilities, I'm talking about anything that society doesn't want to deal with. There is a tremendous need and there's a tremendous problem of people in certain sections that you don't fit into this prototype, you don't fit into this, you don't fit into that, then you're kind of lost in the crowd. And my purpose, like I said, my purpose is to just let people know, hey, I'm here, you're going to have to deal with me. Don't shove me in a corner, because I'm a dog, and I will bite. Anyway, but I will bite, seriously. That was kind of stupid that I did that, but I do bite. My point being that, don't treat me like a second-class citizen because I'm not a second-class citizen. Don't treat me like a second-class person because I'm just because of a physical situation doesn't mean I'm any different than you. And I say this I don't mean this to be anybody in the YouTube audience. I'm just saying this is more a video for just to throw this out there. This is not an attack or not on anybody or anything that's going on in YouTube. This is what it is. Take it for what it is, whatever. That's my disclaimer in the middle of my video. But anyway, my point is people and in general, and if you have something different, if you feel like you're being overlooked, make your voice heard. Now, I'm not saying I'm not saying go commit a crime or anything, but be responsible, but make yourselves be heard in whatever manner you feel necessary. I will let you all know that I do try to go out into public because I do feel that people, as much as I do enjoy the things that I do out in public, I do think that it does something else. It sends a message to people that the stereotypical viewpoint, or the viewpoint that I feel like, or the perception that I feel is out there, is that people in my situation or in any other physical situation can be overlooked and neglected, and they'll take it. You may, if anybody, and that's what I'm out to change. I am out to change. I am out to let everybody have a voice. Now, that's what I'm all about. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has rights. Has the right to say what they want to say. And feel the way they feel, and a right to as human beings, equal entitlement, equal rights in terms of what they can do and what they can't, and they should know their rights. And I encourage each one of you to know what your rights are, both as human beings and as through your your political or whatever. How do I put this? Whatever social structure you're under, know what your rights are. And I would challenge anybody to always step beyond what is status quo and challenge it, because it's only through challenge and through change that things progress. But do it in a peaceful manner. Once again, I will be taking my show on the road this weekend, and I look forward to chatting with any of you. I am on the new service that is going through YouTube called Stickam. That's www.stickam.com, under the same screen name that I am on YouTube. So if any of you all see me on YouTube, drop me an email or just say hey, or see me. Or I will sometimes go live, and want to chat, want to ask me a question, I'll shoot you my answer. Well, this has been entirely too long, and I didn't intend for it to be 10 minutes and 22 seconds and more. But here we go. These are always remember the two things about the rocket. One, I keep on rocking, and you can keep on rocking. And two, if you got something to say, even if it challenges the status quo of the day, say it. Thanks for watching, and have a great evening, day, or whenever else you watch it. Just have a good time. The Rocket saying, peace out.